And I don't know how we make this happen. Okay, I need to cover two things before I get too drunk. Number one, I'm starting my YouTube channel. It starts the beginning of February. This bitch hit 1 million, and I want you to be my first guest.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Number two
Uh-huh.
is because that's what I want to do with my YouTube. Like, I want to teach makeup because motherfuckers need to know makeup, and apparently me and Hagen know it. But what my YouTube is based on, what the meat and bones of that bitch are, is I want to interview TikTokers, not just people like you or other people that I'm going after to interview that already have their own following and they're just fucking amazing. And I want to show my people, oh my God, are you following this person? They're amazing. But also the people who were like, have 18 followers. And I'm like, you're trying to hit me up, and this person over here, I have a woman, her name's Trisha, and she's been with me almost from the get-go. She's been so loyal. She's been so amazing. She is a cisgendered straight woman out of Canada with 2 little girls and a whole ass husband just like me, who just fucking shows up every single day, all day long, for these babies. And I'm like, y'all think I got 3,000 messages sitting in my inbox I can't get to? Like, why is nobody hitting up Trisha? Like, that's
right. Y'all need some backup.
So, yeah. But and also, like, I'm gonna mention it right now. I don't know what JoJo Siwa's ass doing, but have you seen what her ass is doing? Like, girl, you gay? Girl, you a baby?
Wait, what? What's happening with JoJo Siwa?
So first of all, Molly, do you know who Molly is?
No.
I do, because I got teenage girls. She was in Teen Beach Movie, and she's married to a transgender man, so of course she's captured my whole heart. And she's just out there TikToking because she's not acting, and she's amazing and beautiful and fun and spunky and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, be on my TikTok. Well, JoJo was on one of her TikToks, and it was like in her like LGBTQ hype house, and it was like, you're one of us now. And then JoJo did a TikTok to Born This Way with a rainbow bow in her hair.
Oh, oh yeah, JoJo been gay.
I feel bad because I'm like the mama, like, don't you put words in nobody's mouth. But I'm like, bitch.
No, she gay. She been giving that signal for a very long time.
So I'm gonna do a TikTok where I'm just like, is this what I think it is? Because bitch mama wants to talk. Like, it's everything. You know, just where she's going, who she is, standing up. Dixie D'Amelio follows me. I'm just putting that shit out there.
She does?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
We've all seen the Dixie outside videos. It's like,
oh, where she's questionable?
Yeah, but she's never said anything. And bitch could be straight as a line. I don't even know what to say straight is. Fuck it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't asked you any questions in a while.
But that's what I want to make my YouTube. I want to be like, I want to interview TikTokers. I don't care if you have 78 million followers or you have 2. If you are queer or you are an ally, hit me up. MamaJoWallace@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Hit my ass up. I want to talk to you. That's what I want my TikTok to be. I mean, my YouTube. That's what I want it to be.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I want to be able to say, like, are you watching these people? Are you looking? Are you talking to them? Are you following them? That's why I want to interview you first. Not just because of who we are, but because if you are a 15-year-old lesbian, bitch, you seen Tori?
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. But I think that's important. Yeah. I'm not full of myself.
You wouldn't follow yourself? Is that what you just said?
No, I said I'm not full of myself.
Oh. What?
Are you ready to go in? Because there's already been a scandal that I haven't given a microphone to.
Do it.
And
let it out. Get it out.
So I have a Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so fucking tired of cancel culture. And I'm so fucking tired of hating on those of us who TikTok for our life.
Yeah.
Because you want to bitch at us for trying to get a fucking dollar. You know what? Fuck you. Put your life on blast.
Yeah, no, it's not easy.
It's not easy. I can't tell you how many times I cry in front of this fucking phone.
Right. Not only that, the fucking pressure. The pressure.
Yeah, I'm not perfect. And I'm so terrified one of you is going to realize I'm not perfect and then you're going to hate me.
So
I'm
what?
not perfect. I screw up on the daily. But this is what I do. And I don't have a ton of time. I gave birth to 7 human beings and I've adopted 3. Rosemary, Brittany, and Carly now. I don't have a ton of time. I have a mom who's 80. I don't know how many days I have left with her. But you know what I do? I show up and I TikTok every fucking day.
Yup.
I show up and I give you a piece of me.
And
you don't get the whole me because the whole me's a hot mess.
girl, say.
But I give you a piece of me. I try to be there for you because of me telling you that I love you and that being gay is okay keeps the motherfucking blade off your wrist. I will do it every day.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. You put out, like, sometimes I just dance in front of a camera. You know what I mean? Like, what is that doing? You're sending a message every goddamn fucking day.
Sometimes I say, I wish I could just dance in front of a camera.
No, like sometimes I'm like, I wish people would just fucking listen, like, you know, instead of wanting to see me shake my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody's trying to hump Mama Joel.
Daddo's trying to hump.
Daddo is. But it's that thing. I'm so tired. I'm so angry of being ashamed that yes, I am trying to make $1. And this is why. Because I give of you. I give of me to you.
Yeah.
I have kids. If you think I'm not giving enough, why don't you sit down and talk to Hagen for an hour?
Right.
Sit down and talk to Moxie when she comes in the room, like right now, and it's like, because I let all my kids know, I'm talking to Tori tonight, don't you interrupt me. And so they're in their rooms. That sort of thing. Like, I give of me free. I'm starting a free Facebook group because I want y'all to be able to connect with each other.
Yeah.
I give away one-on-one calls. I TikTok every fucking day. I'm going to make YouTube videos. You want free? Bitch, I got free in spades.
Right.
But if you want to support this broke ass bitch, then I have a Patreon.
Yeah, same.
And I'm so tired. There's a woman out there right now. I'm not giving her a name because I ain't giving that bitch a microphone because she ain't got one, who spews hate about me. This woman talks to all these kids and tells them she loves them, and then she has a Patreon and you have to buy her one-on-one attention. I'm not ashamed. Fuck you. Yes, you have to buy my one-on-one attention. I give myself free all day long.
Not to mention,
but I'm trying to put groceries in my refrigerator.
Right.
So if you're 35 years old and you can afford $25 a month, that's my Patreon. And what do I do for that? You get a text to me and you get one-on-one calls. And I do not feel ashamed, hand to God, for saying that.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
No, because I also give it away.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know me because she was like, she's there for these kids and then she's not. I'm like, bitch, I don't talk to underage kids. So, like, I would love to send binders and flags and makeup to 15-year-olds, but I'd also like to not end up in court or with a child beaten because I did it. So I don't do that. I'm just there for those who are 18 plus. And if you're 35 and you want to support me helping the 25 or the 15-year-olds so that they don't take themselves out, hit up my Patreon. And I'm not ashamed of that. And people think I should be.
No, you shouldn't. At the end of the day.
Now I'm just drinking for fun.
Well, I'll give you a question. Should a psychologist or a social worker, not to compare what we do to that or what you do to that or whatever, because, you know, a psychologist and a social worker obviously has the credentials that I don't have, you know what I'm saying? But we're putting value out there. You know, with my podcast, we're putting value I'm putting value out there into the universe. Should I be ashamed of that if somebody willingly wants to support that? I'm not putting your hand to the fire. You're
No.
I'm putting it out there. Hey, if you want to support the movement and what we're trying to do and the positivity we're trying to spread and the people we're trying to help, then fucking do it. If not, I will still treat you like you are doing it because that's, you know what I mean? But should a psychologist or a teacher does really good work for kids? A teacher helps kids a lot, but a teacher still needs to get a fucking salary. Should a teacher not get a salary? You know what you know what I'm saying?
And but just the same, like on my live stream, this is something hard. It's a hard line on my live stream. If you come into my live stream and you're talking that you're self-harming, that you're suicidal, that you're going to end it, that you can't, I mute you. And some people shame me for that. But I have 200, 300 people on my live stream. And so I have to look for the better. I'm pointing up here because this is what I do when I explain it. When I point to the number of how many people are on my live, I have to look at all these babies. And you can't come in here and say, I can't function right now. I'm going to take myself out because now all of these people love you so much that their whole night is about you. And maybe if you do that, you're going to trigger somebody else to do that too. I can't. Not only do I don't want to, but I'm not trained to. And TikTok's going to shut my ass down. I've already been
I was just about to say that.
So I always tell people to reach out to the trevorproject.org because I think it's beautiful. And
I'll link it below.
Yeah. And I'm like, if you do that, I have to mute you at a point. Like I give a warning first and then I mute. But please reach out for help. I'm not full. When I said I'm not full of myself, I mean it. I'm not a shrink.
Right.
I'm a bitch who dropped out of school at 15 and got a GED at 26. That's who I am. I'm not trained to get you through this moment. I'm just a mama who loves you.
Right. Right.
And I get to be that person. And I get to not feel ashamed that as a non-licensed psychologist, I can still charge you for my time.
Absolutely.
And I'm not ashamed of that.
Absolutely. Nobody, and I literally just did a podcast episode about this yesterday. Nobody is fucking entitled to your energy and time just for existing. Nobody in the world.
So when I said I had drama, I've had people, there are videos out there, if anybody wants to search them, that are talking about me being horrible. People who joined my Patreon, then left, all of them following this woman who speaks poorly of me because I charge for my, that bitch don't care about nobody. She charges for her time. She this and that. She says she loves you and she doesn't. And people on board who were like, she's horrible. I'm spilling all the tea. Drunk mama's spilling all the tea.
Yes.
There was a human who fed into this and she's like, yeah, I was double charged in her Patreon. I'm like, you motherfucker, you were in a $25 Patreon. And because of your personal circumstances, I reached out to you and offered you higher benefits because I felt entitled. No, I felt drawn to give you what you weren't entitled to. And then you try to tell everybody wrong. I had no problem Snapchatting all the back end of my Patreon and being like, fuck you, double billed bitch. You weren't even on this tier yet. But it's about that. And at the same time, you don't hear me screaming about this because I could show receipts and call everybody out on Patreon and on fuck me, I'm drunk, TikTok. But I don't do it because I'm like, you don't have a microphone and I'm not handing you one of a million people.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
always going to be haters, Tori. There's
Yeah.
always going to be a zealous Christian who tells you you're wrong. There's always going to be someone who can't afford your benefits or is just jealous of your time. Because let me tell you something, these people donated to my Patreon, pumped me up as a human being, were there for me, gassed me up until I moved Carly in and told them they couldn't come. Their heart comes from hurt. I can't explain my draw to that child. I can't explain my love. I would take a bullet tomorrow for Carly.
You just connect.
Except that God gave that child to me.
Right.
And that child, they are mine. And some of these people have been like, oh, boy, I'm like, you want to go for one of my children? I don't care that my cooter was never around Carly's neck. That child is mine.
Here's the thing when it comes to that bullshit, right? And this is how I feel. And again, I said this in my podcast yesterday that I filmed. If you offer something, if you come to me, and I'm not asking you for anything, right? I'm not begging you or asking you. I'm putting it out there, not telling you have to do it. If you are offering your money, services, sending me something to my P.O. box on your own accord, that does not by any fucking means mean that I should lick your fucking pussy because of it. You're doing.
You cannot buy my love.
No, I can't.
You cannot buy my friendship, and you cannot fucking shame me because you're not the type of person that I would pump up.
Right. Fuck that. No. If you want to be my friend, be my friend. If you want to support me and help me on Patreon, do that. But that is the cost is literally the tier that you choose. There is no extra, like you get the benefits that are listed. You don't get extra benefits of, getting my fucking phone, because I don't get my phone number out, getting my phone number or us dating if you become a $5 patron. That's not in the fucking contract, So if you're not down to just support because you want to support, I'd rather have 3 fucking patrons who just genuinely want to support than 75 that think they now have a shot at coming and sleeping at my house or something like that because they pay. Like, I can't be bought like that, So
and I never want you to be.
Right.
I never want you to be. And I'm not. And that's the thing, is this whole shift of several patrons that jumped ship and shifted where their love was.
Drunk mama, everybody.
I know. From me to another woman came because I moved Carly into my house.
The jealous.
And when they said, can I come? Dado said no. Listen, I have 3 kids in my house. And without selling any of my 7 biological children away, I have a biological child. And Tori, you can use this. I'm not that drunk yet. I have a biological child that was sexually abused, was held on a boat, captive.
Oh my God.
And abused. You can't buy my love. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I don't fucking blame you.
Trust you. If I don't know you, if God doesn't tell me that you are okay to be near my children, you are not.
That's the thing too with your platform. And even mine too, when you're trying to help and give advice like this and be more for people want, you give an inch and people want to take a mile, because like you become this person who you do help people, who are in need and stuff like that as best as you can. But people think that you need to give unto yourself or give of yourself until you're completely fucking depleted, so that it's almost a catastrophe, or like, how dare she not let every single fucking person in need into her house? No, that's not what you ever signed up for or said you were going to do. Just because you did it with one person that you fucking connect with and had some sort of fucking connection with doesn't mean that every single person that's in trouble is your obligation to take in. You don't own a fucking shelter. I know you want to in the future. You want to have that. And in that case, you know what? But even shelters, think of it this way: even shelters, when they're filled to capacity, they gotta fucking turn people down.
Yes.
Does that mean there's not a nonprofit? They're not a good shelter? No, they're trying to be responsible. Because
Yes.
if you're, and that's the whole thing that comes down to, if your cup is not completely full and you are depleted, you can't give the best help that you can give, you know?
No. And spinning on that, I want to talk about the donut house.
Yeah.
You might have to break this into 2 fucking live stream story.
That's totally fine. Totally fine.
The donut house.
Yeah.
So I drew a picture.
I think you showed it to me.
Yeah, and you're gonna fucking have to pause because I'm gonna take that shit off my wall. Hold on.
Okay. All right. And we're back.
For the record, Tanner just said, "Oh, I'm getting late tonight."
Yes.
So I drew this.
Yes.
We'll talk later about why this is a dick. But I drew this as what I thought the donut house was to be. Really, really quick. This was a bay of bedrooms, 2 stories high, with an indoor area for those who were socially anxious, and outdoor property, and a living quarters for me and Sean, and kitchens and a room. I drew that and I called it the donut house. And I used to think that was what I wanted, but I don't.
You don't.
And I don't feel bad, because this is why. If you are under 18 and listen to this, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, I love you so much. But I'm a human. I'm not a magical creature, and I can't. I have taken underage children into my house. I have gone to court. I've had police on my doorstep. I've had child protective services at my doorstep because I took in an underage child whose parents were hating them and they tried to destroy me. That's not who I can be moving forward.
Right.
What I want more than anything in the world is to move to Colorado, because they're LGBTQ plus and 420 friendly.
Ow.
And people, including my children, use 420 to be able to cope. And I believe in it. I'd rather trust God than Prozac to cope. That's a whole nother fucking.
Yeah.
You gotta bookmark that shit for next week.
I was gonna say next month that we gotta get into that.
But I want to move to Colorado. I want to buy an old hotel, actually an old motel. Think Supernatural for those of you who are fans. I want to take every room and convert it into an efficiency, into a studio apartment with a kitchenette and a bathroom and a room to sleep in. 18 to 25.
That's fucking awesome.
I want Carly's all day long. But I want something old, something that has a house on the property. We've all seen it, the motel attached to the house.
Yeah.
On 2 acres, right? That's what I want. I want to convert every room to an efficiency. I want to take 6-month contracts. It took Carly 3. With 200 of you, it might take me 6 months. Give me a chance. And I want to love you through it. I want to take the kids who made it to 18, but their mamas didn't love them. And I want to heal your body.
Almost like rehabilitate.
I want to just give you the proper pronouns. I want to call you the right name. I want to snuggle you up until you fall asleep. I want to kiss your sweet little face. And I want to get you through it. I want to do 6-month contracts. I don't give a shit if you smoke weed till the cows come home. I don't want you doing heavy drugs. And I want to give you a place to breathe.
Yeah. Like I say,
it took Carly 3 months.
Would you?
Tori, I can do this.
I think you could do it.
I want to do this.
I think,
to
though,
place.
can I just say something to you as a friend?
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to know, and somebody has told me this too, so I'm passing it on. The heart that you have wants to help everybody. And people think like the pressure that people put onto you, I know it's got to bog you down a little bit. You know, you say fuck these people, but like obviously we all know what people say. It does get to us, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to know that you don't have to help everybody, that it's okay to not help everybody, and that even if you helped one Carly, you've done great, amazing things, and you've made a difference in this world. Because when you think of Carly, right, and you think of how Carly was raised and grew up and was whatever, you've changed the entire trajectory of his life.
My whole world right
now. Right. And Carly has probably never really felt that unconditional love. You know what I mean? And so I want you to know that even if you got to turn away 90% of the people because they don't qualify, whatever, if you help 10% of those people, 1% of those people, you've made a huge difference in the world, you know? So I just wanted to tell you that.
No, thank you. And when I get, you guys, when I get torn down, I don't bullshit with you when I tell you I'm bipolar. I don't bullshit with you when I tell you I have anxiety. When you don't see me post for 3 days, it's because my ass couldn't get out of bed. When I look at Carly, I think about the story that we've all heard about the man who was throwing fucking starfish into the sea. And somebody said, there's a million of them. You're not going to make a difference. And he threw one more. And he said, what made a difference to that one?
Yeah. And it's the truth.
And I want y'all to understand that I'm trying my best, whether it's to answer messages or to love you completely. But I'm human. I'm not supernatural. I'm not magical. I'm just a mama.
Yeah. But that's enough.
And I'm trying my best. And so I want to have that. Think about all those fucking, any of y'all motherfuckers taking a road trip. Think about how many abandoned motels you've passed.
Yeah. Fixer-uppers.
And if instead of that, it said Mama's house, that's my dream.
That's fun. And you know what? I think you could fucking do it.
I really hope so.
I think you can.
Can we go political? Because if I can ever fucking do it, it's under a president who puts your motherfucking pronouns on his page.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Fuck Trump. Bye, bitch. Hope you enjoy Florida, because it is time
to change.
It is time for us to stand up. I have done podcasts and talked to snowflakes. And you want to know how I feel?
How do you feel?
I feel like I am so proud of y'all. I am here for it.
Yeah.
I am standing beside you every step of the way. That's right. You change this world. You change it from something hateful and evil and dark and where you didn't feel safe into something where people feel love.
That's crazy.
Change this world.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a trans person now in in the cabinet. That's fucking
That's right. And bitch, I had that bitch for a while before you did because she came from Pennsylvania. But
no.
yes, well, if you're talking about the assistant to healthcare, like
Yes,
she's trans, and she's ours. She's Pennsylvania's.
I didn't know
I,
that.
I've been watching for a long time when our governor goes live and everybody's like, fuck that tranny in office. I'm like, no, that bitch is smart. Like, yes.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Don't tell me. I'm so mad. Tori, you're going to have to edit the fuck out of this because I'm just going on whatever I want. I am so mad at all those people who are like, oh, Trump supports trannies. No, he fucking didn't.
No.
He made your healthcare irrelevant. He
Yeah,
made it okay for people to say, fuck that tranny. That's what he did. He made it okay for people to say you're in the military and you can't stand up being transgender. And I have heard people on my own son's post, I have banned people in my own family from my TikTok
because they
and from
talk
my
shit.
Facebook and my Instagram. I banned him everywhere. I was like, fuck you, bitch, and I banned you everywhere. Because you were going to down my son and say, well, if you're transgender, you're unstable. No, if you're transgender, God made you a warrior.
And you should, yeah.
God made you a warrior who he felt was strong enough to stand up and change the world. You're not weak, baby. You're stronger than anybody I've ever known. That's what you are.
It's so crazy to look at the difference between like the Biden cabinet and the Trump cabinet, and like the progress in the Biden cabinet. We have the first woman, person of color, black vice president, you know, like it's almost like everybody's represented, like all minorities and majorities, just all across the spectrum. It's so. Did you feel like a piece of like almost calm yesterday? Like,
There's a woman, that woman Trisha that I talked about. I tease my babies. I tease Carly and I tease other people that I talk to that maybe they're in my Patreon, maybe they're not, but they're in my circle.
yeah.
And I talk to them and I love teasing my kids. I don't care who the fuck you are. I love being like, you know, I got a million choices, motherfucker, and I chose you, so you better be nice. But there's a woman, Trisha.
Yeah.
She's not me. She doesn't have charisma. She's just not mama, right? She doesn't have a problem being like, "Ooh, bitch, do you like me?" Like, that's not who she is. But she loves these kids. I've already told you about her before. Straight,
Yeah.
cisgender, couple girls of her own. But she shows up day after day after day after day for these kids. I chose her to spend inauguration with.
Aw.
I called her. I said, girl, let's talk. And I called her on Facebook. And we just sat there. And she just watched me cry and laugh and smile. And I am sorry if you have a problem with this, but Lady fucking Gaga was a queen
Oh my God.
on that fucking podium. I don't care who's the president. That bitch was a queen.
Stole it. She fucking stole it.
Just standing up there and singing. And I felt queer humanity when she spoke.
Yeah.
When she sang. That's what I felt. And at the same time, like, this man has made pronouns part of the presidential page. Oh, you need to email us? Who are you? Because you matter. He stood up in front of the people who've been paid already and said, if you disrespect and shame and bully anybody in the White House, I will fire you on the spot.
Because he knows that he's got to repair all the shit that the Dingleberry fucked up, you know.
Yes. And I'm sorry, I'm just putting it out there. hate me, love me, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Trump's wife.
Go off.
Honey, I get it. You have been married to a man for a place of position because that's what you were taught for years. But thank you for your strength. Thank you for tucking your son away and walking away from cameras like, fuck this narcissistic asshole, I'm done.
She really.
I do not shame that woman.
No.
Let's talk. Let's be friends. I do not shame that woman for where she's at because I've been there. Right? Like, it's a shift in power, and it's a shift for good. And as long as I'm on a fucking bender, cheers. Michelle Obama, I will change my whole fucking TikTok to be promoting you if you run.
Oh my God.
And when you do, bitch, fucking make AOC your backup.
Oh my AOC is.
Can you imagine a world tour of Michelle and fucking AOC?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine a world of girl power?
Oh, I can't wait for the first woman president.
No. But Michelle walked in that motherfucker like Kim Kardashian. Like,
yeah.
What, bitch? You got a problem?
Yeah, she was the.
I own this country. She knows she does.
Yeah, she's the Kim Kardashian of politics.
And Oprah laid the ground for her to do that. Oprah laid the ground for her to be a Black woman standing proud.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know she doesn't want her hand in politics, or at least that's what she says. And I respect that, just like I respect anybody. But damn, girl, I would back you.
I don't. Okay, see, here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about Oprah, only because we're going down a real big rabbit hole.
No, it's okay. I respect your opinion. Let me hear it.
The Harvey Weinstein situation, when she was pictured with him, next to him, kissing his cheek, like like they were the best of friends. In my head, I became skeptical of Oprah because I was like, how did you not? There were rumors going around in Hollywood that Harvey Weinstein was this predator. How did you not get wind of it? And if you did, how come you didn't question it? That made me skeptical of her, not hate her. I love, what she stands for and her message, but it made me skeptical of her. That was it.
No, and I stand behind you on that.
Yeah.
That would be one of the reasons that I'm not like, please Oprah run for president.
Right.
But she openly admits to be a small Black woman.
Yeah.
Molested by a family member and told that that's her station.
Yeah, her story is fucking.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know where she stands. I don't know where she is. But what I do know is that we need a motherfucking woman to take power. we need a woman to take power and be unapologetic about the fact that she has bent her knee at the men who didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Because that's what she was conditioned to do.
Yeah. And let's be real.
Because I was conditioned. My mother served my dad dinner. And when I say that, I mean that we were not allowed to eat until she made his plate.
Yeah, how did it get like that? What the fuck?
But that's what we were conditioned that good women did. My mom did not lie. For those of you motherfuckers that listen to TikTok or to it, the podcast
idiot
one, because we're on number 2.
Oh,
that for those of you who understood when I was like, my mom conditioned me to accept the cheating husband.
Mm.
My mom conditioned me to shut my mouth and clean the fucking house
Yup.
because my husband didn't hit me.
And that was like that was what he was required to do, is just don't hit. As long as you're not violent.
That's the thing. I am so fucking tired of men acting like they run this planet. I'm sorry, but I have squeezed 7 human beings out of myself. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. That brings me to
We run this motherfucker.
we do. We really do. Even down to, I don't know if you've been seeing on TikTok, there's like a boy band war going on. Which by the way,
let's go there because
we got it. I've been wanting to ask you.
before I do this shot,
Oh, okay.
I want to go there. Cheers, we're doing the shot. Go.
Cheers, Team NSYNC. Anyway, the girls on the you've heard of the Queen team. The girls on the Queen team started the whole war. Some of them reached out to me to recruit me to Team NSYNC, whatever. And obviously we all chit chat. And there was this guy on the platform. He's a DJ. I'm like airing all this shit out. And he made a TikTok because he made an NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys mix in the summer before the boy band war started. He just did it as a mix. Because of that, he had the audacity to make a TikTok basically saying you're welcome. He started the war when he really didn't. And so all the girls came for him and they were like, you didn't fucking do this. Like a typical man to come into something fun that women created and be like, you're welcome.
Let's normalize telling men to tuck their fucking dick in their ass.
Legit. That's exactly one of the girls I was texting last night, and she was like, V, I don't know if you know V Casio. She's one of the girls in the Queen team, and she was texting me and she's like, leave it to a fucking man to make this into a swinging dick contest to see whose dick is bigger.
They all do. I love Dado, but he still pisses in the yard to mark his territory. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, legit. So my question, and I guess I'll make this the last question before we sign off. And February 20th or whatever, around let me see what day. Next month. Hold on. What month are we in? January? February 18th. You want to do February 18th?
Only if you promise to do February 1st, because you're my first.
Oh, February 1st, I'm yours. I'm yours.
My whole heart.
But my question is,
just so you know, I'm drunk enough. I'm at the line I told you I'd be at when I was hammered.
You're hammered right now. I love it. We have to.
I love you.
I love you more.
If I gotta have one TikTok crush and all of TikTok, it's Tori Franco.
It's you. You're. Oh my god, I fucking love you. I really do. But now make me love you more.
Okay, bet.
And tell me, Team NSYNC or Team Backstreet Boys?
I don't think you're ready for this answer.
Oh god.
Whatever one Lance Bass is on, because Matthew Hornet told me to love him.
You're on Team NSYNC. Woohoo! This has been the most liberating conversation. I love talking to you. Seriously, I do.
Because this isn't about club for me.
No, me neither.
It's not about you being my hall pass, which bitch you are. It's about I will be here for you every step of the way.
Connecting, yeah. And I'm here for you.
I think you're awesome.
I think
TikTok for something. It's TikTok for Tori Franco.
I thank God for TikTok too. Seriously. I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart.
February 18th and February 1st. Me and you. I love
Amen.
you. I love you. Love you. Bye, my love.